Hey guys, it is me, HappyCairek, and welcome to Sons of the Forest. So finally the game is out and I love it. It's amazing. It's everything what people wanted. It's the forest still. It has updated graphics. It's awesome, but it still feels like it's the forest. And I've played this game for about 3 hours, so I'm going to share with you all the things that I found out. I'm going to basically showcase the features that Sons of the Forest has, and I'm going to explain some things that maybe some people are struggling. So first things first, it's kind of hard to know how to drink water because when you come close to this thing, you don't always see the thing. You got to crouch, you got to get closer, and then you'll be able to drink. You can just drink basic water. There will be a way to get a canteen, but I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm gonna talk about that canteen and on how to get it a little bit later at the end of the video, just to keep all the spoilers in one spot. You can access the inventory in this game by clicking I. Once you open it up, it looks like that. You need to move your mouse up and down in order to see all of the things here. At the very bottom, you have your sticks. Here, you'll have your duct tapes, other things, and here we have some food. So we can open the inventory, we can get our axe. So inventory is kind of weird. It's still something like the forest inventory, but you can also add here a backpack by clicking on it with the left mouse button. It should kind of transfer at the very middle, but the game has just come out, so some things are not working. You can also turn on the LED. Sorry for this video being a bit messy, but you can also turn on the LEDs. You can switch the colors here. It looks awesome. So we're gonna go back to the white LEDs. And to also access the inventory quickly, you can just hold I, and then your character is gonna pull out a backpack and you'll be able to get things quicker from that backpack. But it doesn't really work right now that well. For me, the game just lags and I need to reload it, so I can't really show that feature. I can't really hold I. And this is how to chop down trees, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you want to see how it's like to chop down trees in the forest. So let's chop this thing down. And wait, that's not how it's supposed to look like, guys. That didn't work out. Still some bugs here and there. Okay, we're gonna chop down another tree. It's not supposed to fall like that. It's the first time I see it fall like that. I've played the forest for 3 hours and it never fell like that. It's supposed to go there. Kelvin, be careful! Kelvin! Okay, he didn't get any damage. But hey, there we go. We can pick up these logs. You can take 2 logs here. And let me explain how things work in this game. So when you look on the ground, you can place these logs either horizontally, or you can place them vertically by clicking right mouse button. By clicking right mouse button, you'll be able to stick these logs in the ground. So look at this. We can just place one log like that, and then we can add another log really close to it. So this is how we'll be building fences in this game. One log is taller, another log is shorter. Okay. We can also go over here. You can make those things sharper, and that'll be your stuff. We can also sharpen that stuff, and boom. There we go. So that's how you can build fences in this game. Also, you can chop down these logs by looking at them that way, so you'll be able to chop these things down into smaller pieces. There we go. We can chop this thing down. Well, there we go. Now we can go and cut this thing down into another piece over here, and we can cut it down into another piece over here. So we can cut these things into smaller logs. We can even cut these logs down horizontally. You just got to look over here, and there we go. We can chop it down into this smaller piece. There is a bigger log that I'm going to show for you how Kevin works. I apologize for this video being a little bit messy. As I said, the game just came out. It is 11:50 p.m. right now. It's kind of late. So let's drop another log, and we can cut it down horizontally, just like this. And there we go. The thing's going to split into 2 pieces. And that's how we basically build the base. Later on, I'm going to show you what I've built here. But let's click the right mouse button. Now we can put this thing on the ground. Let's say we can build a shelter over here. We can rotate it with Q. We rotate that thing over here. Bam. And hey, we can actually get some more logs. So we're going to tell this guy to go and help us out. So his name is Kelvin. He's awesome. He's amazing. Seriously. You should get Sons of the Forest just because of Kelvin. It's the best addition to this game. So we can tell him to get logs and give to me. There we go. We're going to tell him to do that. And he's going to be like, yes, indeed. So check this out. Now the dude's going to go and gather logs, which is kind of awesome. Also, I haven't shown you that, but you can go over here. You can hold C, and you'll be able to remove this log from here. And there we go. Now you can replace it if you wanted to replace it, which is kind of awesome. And then you'll have to sharpen it again. So that was shorter. Now it's longer. So sometimes it works like that. Okay, but the guy's going to go and probably get some logs. These logs are mine. So let's get some of these logs now. And check this out. We can place them like this. So you can look at the corner. There's nothing else you need to click. You need to click left mouse button. The guy's going to place the log here. Wait, we're going to move these things a bit later. If you want to drop them on the ground, just click G. The guy's going to drag that stuff on the ground. Thank you for bringing the log. Kelvin is going to help us out. Again, I've heard rumors that if you're going to treat Kelvin poorly, he is not going to be happy with that. So make sure to let him rest, at least for a little while. So we're going to chop down here one more tree. And also, if you're going to stay here in one spot and keep chopping that tree down, it's not really going to chop down fast enough. You can go around it and it'll chop down a lot faster. Also, once you build a shelter and if a tree falls on your shelter, it will break your base. You will be able to get some of the resources back, but be very careful. We can put that thing over here. Look at this. Now we've made here a square. You can also put that thing vertically, just like that. The dude's bringing some logs. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you, thank you. You are amazing. Do your thing. Thank you, thank you. So we can either now look at this thing and the guy's gonna split it. Check this out. We can just look at it, click left mouse button. The guy's gonna split that stuff. Or we can already split these logs. So look at this. We can split this log. I can take those things. We can take 4 things in our inventory and we can put them here. Bam, bam, and bam. So you can build a bunch of those squares. You can build whatever base you want to build here. You add more logs like that, then you'll be able to place walls. And then you can build a roof with these half walls. And everything's going to be awesome. Wait, I didn't even know that, but apparently you can even make a hole here. Wait, that's epic. So maybe you can even make like basements. That's how you'll be able to go down. This is amazing. Let's pick that up and let's throw it on the ground. So there we go. That's kind of awesome. So I just loaded into one of my other saves where I played for 3 hours. So this is the kind of cabin that we've built here. They're also cannibals now because I think it's day 4 here. So the longer you play, the more cannibals there will be. I mean, let's not pay attention to them as this is what we've built here. So this is the door. You can push it here. That's so we can open the door. Obviously, you can build a bigger cabin. It just took us quite a while to do it. Wait, maybe I'm going to remove this door. I just want to show for you how it's done. So basically, you make holes here in this thing. But coming here, you can make like a window. You can either make a window or you can either make a door. If you're gonna like cut these things this way, you'll make the door. Then you can take these half walls, and with these half walls, you'll be able to place them over here. Except, wait, I can't see this. There we go. Then you can place these half walls, and you can build yourself a door. Except now there is a cannibal. I think we can quickly fight it. I have no idea what this dude is doing here, but also I think you can scare them if I have his skull right now. And so far, I don't have their skull. So I still don't really know if they're friendly or dangerous, but I mean, I think the guy attacked me first. If you don't attack them, after a while, they'll start attacking Kelvin, excuse me. I keep calling him Kevin. So let's deal with the cannibal. There we go, we dealt with it. There's another one over here. What are you doing? Did you just see that I dealt with your friend? I'm kind of running out of stamina. I need to restore some of the stamina. Wait, that has never happened before to me. I never got knocked out. Once you get knocked out, do you die or will they drag you into a cave as well? Okay, that has never happened. This is the first time. I don't know what happens once we get kidnapped. Okay, so they just basically tied me up. So this time they don't drag me into a cave. Hopefully everything's all right with Kelvin. But hey, that was interesting as well. That's another feature in the game. You don't get dragged into a cave. You're just here. I have no idea where I was tied up, but whatever. There go. There's my backpack. So basically we just get everything back to what we had. And Kelvin is there rushing to me. What happens when I see Kelvin? Is Kelvin going to talk to me? Hello, Kelvin. Thank you. Apparently, Kelvin cares about me. Whatever, let's pop some meds here just to restore a little bit of health. So we are back where we came from. Now you understand how it works. You can definitely build a bigger cabin. We just crafted this tiny cabin just to see how it works. But hey, it is what it is. There are obviously other ways to build things in this game. You can just click B. And then there will be this book explaining on how things work. So it explains how to make a fire. It shows that you can break those sticks. Then you make a fire. It also explains how to make a reinforced fire. It shows how to make a torch. There are lots of other cool things that this game shows on how you can do. It shows how to make floors. Like basically everything that I just explained, everything is going to be in this book. It explains everything very, very well. But you can also hold here X. But I just want to go through all of them. Maybe you want to see that stuff. There we go. Let's go through this. You can make a defensive wall, just as I explained. You can also add a rope to this thing in order to crawl through that. But I can already see more cannibals going through that stuff. Also, there's a Virginia. She has 3 arms and 3 legs. And look at this, they attacked Kelvin. Can I help him out? I'm definitely going to help out Kelvin. I'm sorry, Kelvin. Hopefully Kelvin is not going to be upset at me. Everything should be fine. So like, continuing the topic, you can click B, you can hold X. You can go to the other place, and there we go. We have another book, and here you can still build here a hunting shelter or a small log cabin. And there are a bunch of other things that we can build here. Obviously, there are these tree shelters, there are storages, there are utilities, there are gardening things, and there are also traps. And again, they are destroying Kelvin. Also, I don't know why Kelvin doesn't defend himself. He does have an axe because he can chop down trees, so I don't know why he just doesn't defend. Well, I decided to reload to a different save here. It's only day 1 or 2, so this way cannibals won't be attacking us constantly. So let me show you now how to craft here a fire. Also, there's still like that ghost building menu. Let's say we want to craft this small log cabin, so you don't really have to use that different thing. You can just build a log cabin over here. You can place it, and I'll just have to add a bunch of these logs and other things. I have no idea why my character character is breathing like that. I don't know why he's like kind of tired, but you can still build these kind of cabins if you don't want to build your own cabins. So crafting fires is a bit different. Let's go over here. Let's get a stick. You can get a stick by going down there and clicking the left mouse button. You can look on the ground, and we can once again click here the left mouse button, and the guy's gonna break it. You do that same again, left mouse button, and then you just start a fire, and there we go, boom. That's how we have a fire. The guy breaks sticks. We started it. Kelvin can also relax here. You don't even have to tell him to rest. He's gonna go and rest when he wants. Kelvin is awesome. So yeah, once again, I'm saying that Kelvin is awesome. Kelvin is the best. You can also look on the ground now with this stick. You can click the right mouse button and you'll be able to stick this thing in the ground. You can stick this thing over here. You can add here another stick, and that's how you'll be able to make fences. You add that thing over there, another thing over there. And there we go. This is like some sort of a fence now. You'll just have to add here more sticks, and then just keep adding those sticks, and this will be your fence. And if you want to destroy it, just hold C, and you'll be able to take back all of those sticks that you've placed here. And there are also a few more things that we can do. Let's open up the backpack. Let's click the right mouse button. Let's add here some rope. And here we can craft this crafted bow. Let's add a little bit of duct tape. Let's add 2 sticks. And there we go. We even have the same sound effect for crafting things. Let's craft the bow. And at first, I didn't know how to use the bow, but then I've learned it. So let me show you. There you go. We have a bow. We can go to inventory. We can equip the bow here. And it looks like we can't really shoot, but when we go to inventory, we have something in this crate over here. We have 2 of those arrows. And in order to get them, you have to look at the bottom, and there you'll be able to click R. And there we go. That's how you load an arrow. So this is going to be my first time shooting an arrow because I've just heard how to do it. But I've never shot an arrow in the game. So by clicking right mouse button, it doesn't do anything. By left clicking, that's how we shoot. Okay, by right clicking, he stops. And there we go. We don't have any aiming or anything. But that's how it works, and we can still pick these things back up. Okay, so that's lovely. I'm pretty sure later on we'll learn how to craft arrows. And also, you can go get a spear. And to craft the spear, you'll have to add a stick. And I think after you add a stick, it'll show you what you need to do. You add a stick. Actually, you need 2 sticks. Here, you need to add a knife. And then you add some duct tape, and boom, you'll be able to craft here another spear. But we don't need this because we already have one. So let's equip the spear, and by holding right mouse button, you'll be able to throw this thing, and we can explode this, guys. So this gas stove thing is actually explodable. We can't really pick it up. I don't think so, but we can throw the spear at it, and it is going to explode. I once threw a log on it, and I almost died, so be careful. Also, you'll be crafting temporary shelters once you're outside if you want to save the game, so you'll find a bunch of those tarps lying around. You can just take this tarp, look at the ground. You'll have to put it on the ground first. There you place that thing, and then you look here at the corner, and you'll be able to add here a stick, or you can go in your inventory. You can take a stick on your own if you want to be more cool, if you want to be more fancy about it, and then you'll be able to add this stick here in the corner. And there we go. This is like some sort of a shelter. You can now come close to it. You'll be able to save the game or sleep there. Also, sleeping in this game is awesome. You can like sleep through the day and night without problems. There we go. Now it's going to be night. That's how nights look in the game. And there we go. Boom. Let's go to sleep again. And it is going to be day now. So it's not like in the forest when you can sleep only at certain times. You can sleep here whenever you want. And also, I don't know if it's possible to craft a rain catcher because some of you asked if it's possible to craft a rain catcher. I don't know. I don't think it is possible because in the forest you can craft a rain catcher with the turtle shell, but not in this game. But here from the turtles, we get some meat. Let's start here a fire, and that's how you cook things in this game. Let's start this thing. We go here to the fire. We hold E. We'll open this thing up, and then we just click on the meat, and the guy's just gonna throw that piece of meat. And there we go. After a while, we'll be able to cook it. Sadly, we cannot give that meat to Kelvin unless there is a way to feed him, but I think he eats on his own. It's kind of spoiler alert. I think he also eats cannibal meat. I've seen him eat that meat. I've heard other people confirm that if he sees some cannibal meat, he will eat it. But at the same time, I'm not judging. If the dude wants to eat, the dude wants to eat. Wait, I'm gonna actually remove this cabin. Let's hold X, and I think this thing, boom, there we go, the thing just disappeared. And I think my steak is done. There we go, let's get that steak so we could eat it right away, or we could just tap E. And now from the main menu, from the inventory, excuse me, we can go and eat that thing. Let's turn on back our LEDs. And also, I don't think these LEDs run out, so I think feel free to use them. They won't run out. As some of you told me that they're probably solar powered, so there's that. And there we go, now I think we're about 2 or 3 hours in, and that's how this game looks when we are further away from the island. I also haven't mentioned this, but by clicking M, you have here this GPS, and by clicking middle mouse button, you can zoom or unzoom. This map is actually huge. On the map, you'll be able to see these exclamation marks. So once you spawn in the game, you'll have to go and find your mates here. So you'll have to go to those exclamation marks. So now there will be like little spoilers. I'm not going to spoiler anything with the story because I don't know anything myself. But it looks like you need to find a shovel, and I still have no clue how to get a shovel. So I've just done here some research, and still people don't really know where to find shovels. I'm pretty certain some of you have already found it. So if you know where to find a shovel, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Share the knowledge, share the things that you've learned about Sons of the Forest as well. And now maybe there will be some more like little things about it and what kind of things you can find in this game. So first things first, there are a bunch of caves, obviously. And these caves are going to contain a bunch of different loot. I found some sort of zip lines and I couldn't access them, so I still don't know how that stuff works. But I've heard that some of the other caves, especially closer to your plane crash, there's a cave, and in that cave you'll be able to get some sort of a 3D printer. And with that 3D printer, you'll be able to print yourself a canteen. You'll be able to print some arrows. Again, I haven't been there. Those are just the things that I've heard from multiple people. At one of the other spots, there will be a flashlight that you'll be able to get. And the flashlight is pretty awesome. It does work great inside of caves. And once you go further away from the beach, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. Around the beach and in the forest, the game looks like The Forest 2 with updated graphics, but here it looks like something different. We didn't have these kind of locations in the forest. It's just beautiful. So there you go. There's one of the caves. I want to show for you how it's like to enter it. I want to show you the atmosphere of these caves. Again, I don't know anything. I've played this game only for 3 hours. Once I learn more things and once I find out more things, obviously I'll show you that. But as of right now, it is what it is. Let's get here a flashlight, and there we go. As you can see, the atmosphere here is just ridiculous. And this is the zip line that I was talking about. I can't really access it as I have no idea how to get to the other side. I tried jumping across here and I can't really jump over that place. But as you can see, caves are amazing once you get that flashlight. I think Sons of the Forest is an obvious upgrade from the Forest. Everything is better. I love Sons of the Forest already, and I have only 3 hours here. If you love the forest, you're definitely going to love Sons of the Forest. And we've just barely scratched the surface. There are so many things to do. And again, I apologize for this video being so messy. In one of these exclamation marks, I think over there in front of me, like that purple exclamation mark, that's where you'll be able to get a flashlight. That's where I've gotten it. So I suggest you to get that flashlight before you explore any caves, as it'll be a lot easier to explore things. You can also craft a torch, but torch is nothing compared to a flashlight. Oh, look at this. The Kevin is pointing with the finger at those cannibals. Thank you, Kevin. You're epic. Also, wait, let me get the skull here. Once we have that skull, and by clicking left mouse button, we can point that skull at these cannibals, and these cannibals won't really chase us that much. I still don't really know the usage of this skull, but it does kind of work, I guess. And also, if you're interested in the performance, look at the top left corner. I have RTX 3080. I'm playing on 1440p, and these are the graphics that I use. I expected it to run around 60 to 80 FPS. I've seen people play this game on 2070 Super. You can get above 60 FPS on 2070 Super. I don't know how the game works on GTX 1060, but I just thought it was worth mentioning on how the game performs. Obviously, the game could perform a little bit better. As always, no game runs perfectly. You can always have some more FPS. But hey, that's why it's in early access, so developers are still gonna keep working on it. And also, there's one more thing that I've learned. There's that Virginia, I guess, that has 3 legs and 3 arms. You can stay further away from her. Don't have your axe equipped, and she'll like do some sort of a dance. And I still haven't figured it out, but it looks like she's the good one, because she also doesn't like those cannibals. But hey, that's all I have for today. So I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Once again, I apologize for such a messy video. I just wanted to share all of my thoughts and everything that I've learned about the forest in the 3 hours of playing it. So make sure to subscribe for more Sons of the Forest content, as there will be definitely more videos. And I highly suggest you check it out my Sons of the Forest live stream. That's where I played it for the first time. Where click on the second card, go by the Forest Let's Player. Hop over to my channel, go to playlist, and there you'll find a lot of other games that I played here on the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely make sure to drop a subscribe button and notification bell to not miss any future videos. And consider following me on Instagram or Twitter at HappyCairek. Yep.